Hi, this is Edward Mendoza, and I want to make a video today about how OMSCS and other online degrees as well are the safest bet, I mean physically safest bet, for your education. Stay tuned. Chronos Matrix. Focus on what matters most. Visually keep your goals in check and create new goals so you can stay on schedule. Watch your daily, weekly, and monthly results to stay focused. Free time optimization app. This is a video that I wasn't that sure if I really wanted to make because, you know, I'm trying to stay on the positive side, but there's several things that are happening in the world today that really don't make me feel too optimistic about what's going to be happening in the future months or years. And it really is kind of a good point that people should definitely consider, because I think it has to do with your own personal safety, right? If you're looking at what's happening with the disease, if you know what I'm saying, it's things are not looking good at all. I mean, you're looking at the numbers in America now, Brazil is, all these big countries are getting more and more cases, and we're in the summer now, right? This is supposed to be when cases are going lower and lower. So the fact that things keep rising, there's more and more cases, to me shows that, I mean, when the winter comes, that's when we were supposed to be having like some kind of a second wave where things are getting worse, but it never got better. So it is kind of a concerning thing to be going out there, being exposed to other people. And then, you know, my biggest concern is with some of my family members that are older, right? So it's like, if I get sick, I'm pretty healthy. I think I'll probably be fine. But infecting somebody else that you care about in your family, and them getting really seriously ill, it's like, that's, you know, who wants that on their conscience, right? So for that particular reason, doing some kind of an online education, I think, is just kind of vital until we wait for there to be some kind of solution to our current problem. The other thing that's starting to happen, and I'm seeing it more and more online, you know, there's different types of riots that are going through the country, and not just America. You're seeing it in many other places. So being in a school, I mean, going to university, going to any type of school used to be the safest thing possible, right? You're getting an education. It's just people that are learning and taking tests. It's like, you'd think it's a very safe environment. And what we're seeing now is that some of the riots in some cities are spilling out to other areas. So if I'd have a kid right now, I'd be very concerned to send him off to any kind of campus, because you just don't know what's going to happen. There's just too many things that are happening now, that too much uncertainty, I guess is a better way to put it. So being able to get an online degree, working on your career, and kind of working through this, I think is one of the safest, best options at the moment. And again, I hope everything improves really soon, but just based on the information I'm looking at, it doesn't look like it. So if I would be going to an actual university and I could take an online version of that same education, I would highly, highly recommend doing that now. And I'm saying it for me personally. For the people that have children that are, you know, wanting to send them to school, it's like, I would think twice about doing that at this precise moment, because hopefully, like I said, I really do hope things get better and get better soon. But just to be on the safe side, you know, look into OMSCS. There's other universities that are also offering different types of online platforms for the same kind of education. And like I've covered in the other video, it's there's a lot of reasons why doing an online degree is probably much better for you than going to campus. But safety is another one of those that I realize, you know, it's like, I need to make a video just on that. It's like, it's so much safer. I have a cousin who also did her bachelor's online, and she might do a master's online. She's not sure yet. And all my previous schooling has been all in real universities, real colleges. Whereas doing this online version, of for my master's was definitely different for me initially, but now, I mean, it's something you just don't think of, right? It's like you watch the news, you hear something that happened on a campus, or some fight or some issue. There was like a shooting of something. There's just so many things that have been happening in or at least around these campuses that if I'd have children right now and if they were being in their college years, it's like I would seriously consider whether sending them to a campus at the moment. So even if you are currently going to school, right, at a university, I would say consider some online options. Now, this is where OMS/CS shines over all the degrees, because if you're working on a computer science degree, why would you spend so much more money, right, going to an on-campus and possibly being in danger with some of the things that are happening currently, when you could just be at home and go through the same kind of material. Now, if you're other degree plans, right? If you have a different type of field where it's like you physically just have to be there, that's going to be a little bit different too, right? So it depends on where you're at and what your needs are. But I would highly recommend looking at an online education for the purpose of safety at the current stage that we're at. And I do mean this globally, and I'm not talking just about the United States. I mean everywhere in the world there's a lot of uncertainty going around. So that's what I recommend. Hopefully everybody stays safe. We all get through this, and maybe in the future it'll be different. Maybe it'll be more of a hybrid, that we can do some classes online and some other ones do it on campus, or do some kind of a virtual reality mix. And then I was thinking they're trying to do like VR setups where it's like you have VR glasses and you're kind of seeing a virtual reality kind of set. I think the augmented reality type of headsets might be a better pathway for that. So it's like you're still kind of in your room, you're just seeing, it's like, okay, let's put a student here, here's the professor there. So it's like you can kind of work around your environment versus being in some other virtual land. I think that mixing those two with some form of augmented reality, I think that would be really, really cool. So then you can be in the room, it's like, okay, it's let me just pretend I'm here with other students, or I don't know. I've had some ideas like that of what the future might entail as far as online education, but either way, at the moment, my whole point is just stay safe. It's like getting the education is important for our careers. Now, if we can do that in a safer setup, that would be even better. So anyway, here's to hoping things get better soon. Take care of yourselves out there, and I'll talk to you in the next one.